Okay, be honest with me. Have you ever looked at your bank account after a paycheck and thought, wait, where did it all go? You're grinding, saving, maybe even investing a little, but somehow it feels like you're either behind or you're hoarding money for a future that never seems to arrive. That's literally me, and probably you too. And here's the kicker. Most of us are playing the money game completely backwards. We think the goal is to pile up as much cash as possible, but the truth? The math says otherwise. And today, I'm going to show you the hidden math behind the idea of die with zero. My name is Nick, and I spend way too much time thinking about how psychology and math collide in personal finance. If you're someone who feels stuck between saving every penny and actually living your life, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Here's the thing, most financial advice is built around one word: security. Save, save, save. Delay gratification. Retire at 65. But the book Die with Zero flips that script. It says, what if the goal isn't to die with millions in the bank, but to maximize life experiences while you're alive? Think about this. Fidelity reports that the average retiree leaves behind $175,000 in unused savings. That's money they never spend on themselves. That's vacations never taken, dinners never enjoyed, memories never made. And here's what most people don't realize. Oversaving is just as dangerous as undersaving, because oversaving compounds regret. Let's run the numbers. If you save $1,000 per month from age 25 to 65, assuming a 7% annual return, you'll retire with about $1.2 million. Sounds amazing, right? But if you only spend $40,000 per year in retirement, you'll die with hundreds of thousands left over. That's the hidden math. You worked 40 years, sacrificed experiences, skipped trips, skipped dinners out, and then you die with money still in the bank. Here's what most people don't realize. Compounding is powerful, but it's also unforgiving. If you oversave, you're basically compounding regret. Look, money isn't just math. It's psychology. We save because we're scared. We delay because we think the future will be better. But here's the truth. Experiences have a shelf life. You can't backpack Europe at 80. You can't play soccer with your kids when they're 40. You can't climb Machu Picchu when your knees are gone. It's like running a marathon uphill for 10 miles, then realizing the downhill part is where the joy is, but you're too exhausted to enjoy it. That's the psychology trap. We think saving equals safety, but sometimes saving equals missed opportunity. Now, you might be thinking, Nick, are you telling me not to save? No, I'm telling you to save strategically. Build a foundation. Yes, hit that first $100,000. That's your proof of discipline. But after that, start allocating money toward experiences. Because the math accelerates after $100,000 anyway. Here's the math. First $100,000 might take 15 years at $500 per month. Next $100,000 could take just 5 years. That's the acceleration effect. So once you've proven you can save, the math starts working in your favor. That's when you shift gears from survival to living. This is where it gets really interesting. The value of a dollar changes depending on when you spend it. $5,000 spent at age 30 on a trip with friends might be worth more in life satisfaction than $50,000 spent at age 70 on medical bills. A study from the Journal of Consumer Research found that people derive 2x more happiness from experiences than from material purchases. Here's what most people don't realize. The timing of your spending is just as important as the amount. Spend too late, and the math of regret kicks in. Okay, so what do you actually do with this? Hit $100,000 first. That's your foundation. It proves discipline. Create an experience fund. 10 to 20% of savings earmarked for life experiences. Run the math. Use a compound interest calculator to see how much you actually need for retirement. Spoiler, it's usually less than you think. Time your spending. Spend more in your 30s and 40s when experiences are most impactful. Here's the thing. You don't have to choose between saving and living. You can do both if you understand the math. Let me tell you a story. I had a friend who saved aggressively, skipped vacations, skipped dinners out. At 55, He had $800,000. But guess what? His kids were grown, his health wasn't great, and he told me, "Nick, I missed the window." That's the hidden math, the math of regret. On the flip side, I know someone who saved responsibly but also spent on experiences. She traveled, invested in memories, and still retired with enough. And guess what? She doesn't regret a thing. That's the difference between dying with money and dying with memories. So don't quit before the snowball starts rolling. Stay consistent, stay patient, but also stay alive. The first $100,000 is hard, but the next one is easy. And once you've proven you can save and invest, the math starts working in your favor. That's when you shift gears from survival to living. If this helped you out, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment below telling me how you're balancing saving with living. Thank you for watching. Let's build this smarter together.